Hello, welcome to Buzzin' with Cousin. I'm your host, Cousin Johnny. How's everybody doing today? We got a great show. I would like to, before we start, I'd like to say a couple things. And we need to, our eateries now are starting to let people in, outdoor dining. And it would be great if we social distance, wear a mask, and go out and support our local eateries. Okay, here we go. We got a great show planned. We got a great guest. Let me introduce our guest. She's a executive director of a great nonprofit organization called Gathering for Women. This is a great we're so proud to have them in our community. And please welcome Staci Aziebler-Perkins.
Hello.
Staci, welcome to the show.
Nice to see you again.
I hear you. All right. Staci, you were on the show a few months back, and we'd like to bring you back just because of all the good things that you are doing here in the community. And for people that don't know, that had just found out or heard about it, can you just give us a little bit about what is Gathering for Women?
Sure. So Gathering for Women is a nonprofit based in downtown Monterey that focuses on the daily needs of homeless and housing insecure women on the peninsula. We provide showers, we provide nutritious meals, case management to try and get them into jobs or into housing, or both in some cases. We provide references to mental and physical health services. We provide a very beautiful, warm environment for them so they can restore some much needed dignity here on 5 days a week. And we love to have our women here. It's really great to see how we partner with them to make their lives better. As you can imagine, even though this is a beautiful place, it can be very, very difficult being homeless.
Yeah, that's great. How long has Gathering of Women for Women been around, and how did it start?
We started in 2014, and we were all volunteer driven back then. We were meeting at a local church and providing food and clothing, and we just have kept expanding since then. We're now in a building on El Dorado, and we're open 5 days a week. We have, I think we have 9 staff now, and we still have some volunteers. We had some difficulty with the volunteers because of COVID, of course. Some of them are elderly and they're staying at home for their own protection. But we're still open. We're still doing as much as we can, providing masks and hand sanitizers and showers and helping our ladies stay safe.
Yeah, that's great. Now, is your background always been with nonprofits? Or?
It has. I've always been in nonprofits. I've mostly been in either human rights organizations or women's rights organizations. And so that's where my passion is. So I'm really happy to be here. I actually grew up in Southern California, but I went to school here when it was Monterey Institute. So I feel like this is a second home to me.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And congratulations on your award for Nonprofit of the Year by Senator Bill Money.
Thank you. That's pretty amazing.
That's really great. Yeah. And so as far as you have volunteers, and do you have quite a few volunteers? Or
we do. We have quite a few volunteers now. We lost some of the original ones, so that they're sheltering at home. I shouldn't say we've lost them. They're sheltering at home until they can come here safely. But we've been really inspired by some people who have stepped up and new volunteers. We've had about over 100 new volunteers since the COVID pandemic started. So they're just amazing people in this community that are willing to step forward and help others. So that's really great.
Yeah, that's one thing about this community is everybody kind of has each other's backs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And how about funding for the Gathering for Women? Do you have fundraisers? Do you donations, or all of the above? Or
All of the above. We do grant writing. We have some money that comes in through the county and the city. We have individual donations. We have corporate donations. We actually have a fundraiser coming up this Friday that we're really excited about. It's with Alan Silvestri, who you may know is a award-winning composer for movies like Forrest Gump and Avengers. And
great.
And if anyone wants to find out about it, they can go to our website. But it's really exciting. He's going to tell us all about what goes into composing music for movies. And I think it's going to be fantastic.
And this is going to be a virtual event?
It is. It's Friday night. Starts at 5:15. It's an hour. And it's $45. And all the proceeds go to helping us support our women.
Wow, that's well worth it. I mean, that sounds like a great event. Yeah. And I know there's a lot of, like you said, the community, we got our backs. You have quite a few of people that, businesses that help out. Can you name a couple of them? Or?
Sure. We have been really, really lucky. We were helped with stationery. Strand Creek Kitchen helped. Who else? Pacific Bowls and Rolls. Krabby Jim's. Fisherman's Grotto. We've had a lot of really wonderful people. Gusto and Biglio in Seaside. They've been really wonderful. Been very gratifying. I know this is a very difficult time for them, and for them to be doing that for us is just amazing.
Yeah, so you've been kind of dealing a little with the pandemic. So you guys have been kind of doing the rope-a-dope, as they call it.
Oh my gosh, it's been difficult, very difficult, constantly changing.
But you're making things happen, and that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you was, I'd like to congratulate you once more on the Casa De Noche Buena.
Yes.
That's one main reason I wanted to get you on, is because you collaborated with, Community Human Sources, and probably a few other people. And how long has this been in the works?
Oh my gosh. So this started before I started, almost a year and a half ago. And it's been a long, long progress, but we're really, really excited. We partnered with Community Human Services. They're excellent at shelters. They've been doing that for over 50 years, I think almost 52 now. And we're good at the food and case management. And so we've created this partnership with this shelter in Seaside. And we broke ground, I want to say maybe May of last year, in the middle of the pandemic, in a building that was owned by the county. And we got renovated it. It now could hold about 30 people, but because of COVID, we've had to scale back a bit. But when we were finally able to open, we were a little bit delayed, but when we finally were able to open in January, the application day, which was I think the 12th of January, we had 52 applicants, 21 families and 31 single women applied. And 5 were accepted, single women, and 2 families. So it's a small cohort, but they went in, they quarantined for a little while, then they got tested, and we hope to be able to bring in another 4 women in the next coming days. So we are so excited to be able to offer a roof over their head. They can be there from 90 days to 6 months while they're looking for permanent housing. It's not a temporary shelter. It's actual, they're in there. It's like their own home for the next little while. We're providing meals and case management, clothing if they need it, referrals to mental health or addiction services if they need it. It's just it's an amazing partnership, and we're so proud of it.
So there's room now for somebody that wants to get in, or is it all booked?
Actually, there isn't, because there's a waiting list of, as you can imagine, 52 applicants applied. Yeah. So there really isn't room. We'll take it's first come, first serve, and it's a housing first model. So it means that you don't have to be clean or if you have mental issues or anything. It's putting a roof over your head first, and then fixing whatever else needs to be fixed. So
Staci, what's it like there? Do you get they're like individual rooms? There's a kitchen, I mean, how does that work? I mean,
how could I describe it? It's beautiful and warm, I'll tell you that. You first walk in, you go straight into a dining room, which normally would have everyone in it if it weren't for COVID. But we're having to sort of have them come in at different times, staggered times. And then there's a beautiful commercial kitchen right beyond that. We're actually cooking all the meals and bringing it over, but they reheat it there on the premises, so it's fresh. And then Past that, there's a little activity area where they can watch television, the kids can play, they can read books, there's computers, and then there's a row of single rooms it's double rooms for single women, and then there's a row of 3 family rooms, and it's just beautiful. It's very light. In the activity room, there's a skylight, a lot of windows, and it's just, when you walk in, you feel very reassured.
Wow,
it's a comforting place.
You feel great. I mean, that is really, man, I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah.
Myself. In fact,
well, put the date. We don't have time yet, but put March 21st on your calendar. We're going to have a grand opening that day, so We're very excited about that.
I went the other day. I was driving around and I was curious. I got to go look for it. I looked around. I couldn't find it. But
you couldn't find it, really? Oh well. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
It's actually behind the community, the health services building, county health services building.
Okay. I'm looking forward to going and checking it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I noticed when I went on the website, I want all the viewers to listen to what Gathering of Women has done in a year. They've had they've served over 16,000 meals. Am I correct on that? Mm-hmm. And over 1,300 case management visits, meaning somebody goes in and, and they screen them and help them out. There's some they get clothing. You have a chef. You have a kitchen. And there's been over 2,000 showers this year. So, I mean, what a great organization. What a great feeling to help someone in need in the community. It feels great. I mean, I feel great, and I'm not even involved in it, but I feel great that you guys are here. And
well, it's particularly important now during the pandemic when they're so vulnerable.
It really is, yeah. So so you have a website?
We do.
What is that?
It's www.gatheringforwomen.org.
Okay, and then you have someone can just come by and donate, or right now it's kind of tough.
You can donate online with a credit card, or you can drop off a check, or you can mail a check. Our address is 147 El Dorado in Monterey, and we welcome that. We should say that we're not accepting clothing donations right now because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic, yeah.
Unfortunately, but hopefully one of these days we'll be able to do that again.
Yeah, so we've got an event, would you said this Friday?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could register online. And okay, so
mark your calendars for March 21st for the grand opening for the shelter.
March 21st, yeah. I'm going to write that down right now. So, Staci, we're so proud and happy that you're here in the community. We love your organization. And I'd like to thank you for coming on Buzzing with Cousin.
Thanks for inviting me. It's nice to be here.
And spending some time with us. And good luck and best wishes with the Gathering for Women. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank
Wonderful.
You.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Staci Aziebler-Perkins, Executive Director of Gathering for Women. What an organization. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And I'd like to invite you to the next show, which will be Monday, February 22nd, 1 o'clock, with the Peninsula golf historian, Neil Hotelling. He's going to talk about the old Del Monte golf course. So we'll see you there. I'd like everyone to, if you could, go to Buzzing with Cousin on YouTube and check out our past shows, and also press that subscribe button, and that would be great. Okay, so see everybody on the 22nd, and we'll talk to you soon. Be safe and support our local community. Thank you. Bye.